Oh shit, here we go again.
Same result, same output. Barcelona nil, Bayern Munich 2. And well, for the neutrals, it was a great game to see, like end-to-end stuff for the most of the times. And well, the games could have seen more goals. Could have seen more goals only if Barcelona would have converted their chances. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, the scoreline doesn't tell you the whole story. Yeah, I mean, Bayern were smart. They picked up their moments at the right times, and also they finished the game very strongly. But also, if you see the first half, right from the start, Barcelona were completely different team. They were so intense, and if you ask any Barca fan, they will tell you the same thing. Like from past 4 or 5 seasons, we haven't seen this kind of performance, this kind of high intense performance from Barcelona team, especially in Champions League. And Xavi was complete beast in the first half because he was everywhere. He was everywhere, right from instigating that press with Lewandowski on the front line or to defending in this defensive transitions at the back line. He was everywhere. The way he was winning duels, the way he was adding that intensity and physicality in the midfield, that was all the key. That was key to Barcelona's first half dominant performance. And along with him, Pedri. Well, yeah, some people will argue that he missed that 2 good chances. Yeah, I accept that. But still, that doesn't mean that he had a bad game, man. Just trust me, man. This kid has ice in his veins. He just doesn't know what pressure is. Because we all know how aggressively Bayern presses. But the way Pedri was getting out of that press, the way he was making himself free to find in such position, to get away from the press was just bloody incredible to watch. And also it was a great combination of Pedri and Xavi about when one will occupy that half space and simultaneously one will drop deeper to add passing option, which mostly Pedri did and did quite well. And also along with him in the midfield, Busquets, well, he also had a good game in the first half. Like, come on, he made some good interceptions. He also was contributing a lot into the press. And with him in our defense, mostly on that left-hand side where Bayern was kind of attacking from their right side with the help of using Leo Rosane. And talking about our that side, we had left back as Marcos Alonso, and on the left centre back we had Christensen. And to be honest, they had a fair game. They had a really good game because they were really good in anticipating those crosses and cutbacks from Bayern from that right side. And also talking about Bayern's attack in the first half, well, it was kind of too chaotic, man, because there was no direction from which way it was coming. And if you also look the position of the players, position of the attackers of Bayern Munich, they were so close, too close and too compact, which was making too easy for Barcelona to defend. The only width which was provided by Alphonso Davies was on that left side. And talking about Alphonso Davies, well, as much as I love this guy, but also at the same time I hate him too. I hate him, man, because whenever he plays against Barcelona, he turns into his prime mode. He just turns on his prime mode and he just goes on and on. Because time and time out, he was causing a lot of troubles from his side. And also the way he was getting away from Rafinha, it was getting kind of hard to cope him. But at the end of the day, I think Barcelona did pretty good job into that final third area by stopping him, and not letting him to create any dangerous chances. But also defensively, Alphonso Davies was rock solid, and credit where it's due, man. Alphonso Davies had a one heck of a game. Anyway, for Barcelona, if you look at the starting line, well, it wasn't that surprising except the incursion of Marcos Alonso, who had his first start in Barcelona shirt, and that too in such a big game. But to be honest, he didn't have a bad game. And neither do Barcelona. Because the first half for Barcelona, it was flooded with chances, and the reason for that because the way they were playing, highly intense and physical game, and also the way they were pressing up front, it was complete high press with a man-to-man marking, and also which was kind of trapping Bayern onto the one side, which forced them to play long balls. And basically this allowed Barcelona to keep more the position and keep creating a lot of chances. And one of such chances, I think one of the promising chance came through Pedri, who received the ball from Xavi and did it very well to create space, but Neuer made a great save. And then in next 20 minutes, Lewandowski had 3 golden chances, but he missed. And it just felt like it wasn't his day, because 9 out of 10 times he would have scored. But today I felt like he was just on his nerves, because coming back to Bayern, his ex-club, in front of that kind of atmosphere, it just makes it difficult for a player to stay calm and focused. And I think that happened with Lewandowski. But still, no excuses. No excuses, and I think he himself would be very frustrated with him of missing out chances to put Barcelona ahead into the game. His biggest chance was clearly in 18th minute. Great ball from Xavi from left side to put Lewandowski one-on-one. But a little heavy touch from Lewandowski and he just balloons it over. And well, it's Champions League and these are the chances that you have to score. And if you don't, well, they will get back to hurt you, and that's what happened in today's game. Barcelona were clearly a better side in the first half, but in the second half, Bayern made some important substitutions like of Goretzka, who was got on in place of Sabitzer. And yeah, Goretzka's substitution was spot on because he had that aggressiveness in the midfield, because he was, winning the balls in good areas, and also with him, the press got more effective and aggressive. And also adding him into that midfield, add that defensive solidity which allowed that kind of freedom to Jamal to play a little bit freely ahead and join the attack. And also another early change which impacted Bayern a lot, which was of Mazraoui, the right back, who came in for Pavard. And I think in the first half he tried making those overlapping runs, but Sane was just playing too wide, and that made a little bit difficult for Mazraoui to join attack. And also this reduced midfielder from the middle, as Kimmich started playing sometimes as a third centre back. Bayern Munich's defense started spreading out wide to cover that fullback area which was Mazraoui was living while joining the attack. And also this sometimes allowed Barcelona to cause more problems through transitions from that middle. But in second half, he started mostly playing as an inverted fullback or a third centre back, which helped Bayern to stop the attack mostly through Dembele by putting Kimmich back in the midfield. And yeah, these changes and substitutions were actually helping Bayern Munich to gain that momentum. And it was 51st minute, it was Lucas Hernandez who scored with a header that completely shifted the momentum. And to be honest, because as a player, for Barcelona player who have played that such a great game in the first half, and after conceding the first goal, it always shifts a little bit concentration. It always makes that lapse in concentration, and that's what happened. In just a span of 5 minutes, Bayern Munich scored another goal through Sane. Anyway, after the goal, substitutions were brought on Frenkie de Jong and Ferran Torres for Xavi and Rafinha. Barca still were knocking through Pedri, and Pedri, who got an almost golden chance again in the second half, but again unfortunately he hit the post, and eventually Bayern started gaining control and ultimately, and of course, they proved why they are still one of the best teams in the Europe who knows how smartly to finish the game. And well, for Barcelona today, there are lots of if and buts to take from tonight's game. They had enough chances, but they didn't score. And if they would have scored, we would be discussing right now a complete different game. But anyway, there are also lots of positives to take on from this game, like Pedri and Xavi, who are just 18 and 19-year-old. And today they dominated their midfield, bossed that midfield against one of the best teams in the Euro. And also on the other hand, I mean, if you are Xavi, you would be absolutely gutted and frustrated. But also on the same time, I think he would be pleased. He would be pleased after watching the performance, especially of that first half, which is a proof of Barcelona is indeed heading into a right direction. Because we have got that quality, in the squad, we have got that right players, we have got that individual talents, but it just needs that we need them to click together. We need them to click up in such kind of big games where it all really matters. And last but not the least, Barcelona have to be mentally stronger than this. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a pretty lame point to make right now, but still it is what it is. Just look at these big teams. Let's say Bayern Munich today. They didn't had a great first half, but that didn't affect them. They came out more stronger in the second half. And yeah, they have this kind of mentality that helps them to turn around this kind of games at any given point. And that's what we need right now. But anyway, credit to Bayern Munich for getting the result out of it and turning around this game in the second half. And talking about Bayern Munich, well, it's my personal opinion. Nagelsmann Bayern looks really, vulnerable at some point. And it's like a major point of concern in long run. Anyway, coming back to Barcelona. Well, as a Barcelona fan, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, playing such a great game away from the home, that too at Allianz Arena, and to not get that kind of result, well, it sucks, and we all are absolutely gutted. But on the good note, we got to see some good sign and shades of this new Barcelona that, just proves that if once they start clicking together and putting that chances back into the net, this side will be unstoppable, mark my word. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And also, I didn't got much into tactics. If you want a tactical review, do let me know it in the comments down below itself. And as usual, Do like and share this video and subscribe to channel. Just subscribe to channel as soon as possible. And as usual, I'll meet you soon with another new video. Until that time, just enjoy the game.